I certainly want to rise and indicate that this was a very clear direction that the former government under my leadership was already proceeding in. I know that consultations had already begun on this issue, and that is why it's very easy for me, Mr. Speaker, to rise today to support this motion. This is a very important step for St. Lucia. We've seen the backlog of cases, and while there may be great expectations that a judge-only trial is going to help expedite those, I think it will, but I don't think that that's the total panacea that we're looking for. There are some other issues that we have to resolve. I would say to you that for some of the same reasons that the Attorney General has pointed out to, Mr. Speaker, the difficulty with a jury. He uses it in nice language, jury tampering. A member from Cass 3 Central spoke about how difficult it is also to be able to get jurors. That this is going to go a long ways in solving that problem. But, Mr. Speaker, as we found out ourselves, this is going to put now a tremendous pressure on the integrity and the ability of our judges. Now, we should not be heartened that a person always has an appeal if they're not happy with the decision. So, we have heard horror stories in the past of jurors being threatened, some jurors being injured, and sadly some jurors yielding to the temptation of what the alternative is. And this is not beyond our own judges. And while we have, Mr. Speaker, through the special branch, security for our judges, I think that this is something that the government is going to have to look at very seriously. I know certainly when we were in office, surveillance cameras at judges' homes, having constant security and a beef up of that entire process is absolutely required, because we're now putting the burden of the decision very much on the judges. And I wish we lived in a better society in which we would not have to concern ourselves with those issues. But these are issues that we're going to have to concern ourselves with. So the opposition wholeheartedly supports these amendments and that we're moving in this direction. And I want to thank members of the party, particularly the delivery unit, that were very involved in getting this off the ground. And I welcome the fact that this government has continued those efforts and has actually brought this document to the House so we can put it into law. So congratulations, and I think that the people in my constituency are grateful, because I know a lot of persons did not like being on juries. I also think that there are persons whose family members have been either robbed or, sadly, worse than that, murdered, and want to see a faster trial. And I think that this is going to, in its own way, help bring that kind of relief to those persons in my constituency, and I dare say to many other constituencies throughout St. Lucia. So I welcome this, and we fully support it, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.